Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Matt Jarbo here, $3 Theater, and the word of the day is Constantine. That's what I want you guys to put in the chat. If you're watching this video, Constantine is a great 2005 movie. It's one that I feel never really got the love that it fully deserved, especially if you look here at the Rotten Tomatoes score, giving it only a 46%, but an audience score of 72%, which is actually pretty good. Sadly, though, with these middling review scores back in February of 2005, it didn't really help bring it to a lot of love in regards to the box office, only pulling in $29,279,000 in theaters in the opening weekend, with a total worldwide take-home of $230 million. And that back in 2005 was good numbers, but apparently not good enough. Even with a B cinema score, audiences out there just didn't really seem to take to it as much as Warner Brothers wanted. And sadly, I can't find any information about the home video sales outside of 1 week from 2009 when it made like $570,000. So unfortunately, we don't know how well this movie did on home video. And at the time, DVD was big. Blu-ray was big. Well, not in 2009, but in 2005, Blu-ray or DVDs were huge. And what that means is if the movie did well on home video, sequels were not that far behind. In fact, many sequels out there really relied on the home video sales in order to get them off the ground. But Constantine, while he died in this version, he lived on with Matt Ryan's character on a short-lived NBC television series that was canceled, with his character and actor moving over to the CW's Legends of Tomorrow, as well as the Constantine City of Demons DC animated movie that was quite good. And even Constantine was heavily featured as the main character in 2020's Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, which is so good. So good. You need to watch it if you haven't seen it. It's super good. And Matt Ryan is Constantine to a new generation of fans. So why is it we're still talking about Keanu Reeves coming back as Constantine? Why is this something that pops up all the time when clearly the current fan base wants, well, Matt Ryan? Unfortunately, this is just how Hollywood politics work. You have to go with a more bankable star, and Keanu is quite frankly more bankable. In fact, even Francis Lawrence, the director of the first film back in 2011, really wanted to continue working on it. He says, it's interesting that over the years, Constantine seems like it's become like it's some sort of cult following, which has been great. It's been embraced. It would be great to figure out a sequel. And if we did, and we've been trying to figure one out, it would be great to do the really dark, scary version. We got caught in that weird PG-13 R no man's land, and we should do the hard R scary version, which I would love to do. And here's the thing, this is from 2011. Well, 2020, he still wants to make a sequel. In fact, this was just from July of this year, where he says, I think we all wanted to do it. It was successful enough. We wanted to make a responsible, more R-rated movie. By responsible, I mean we'd make a movie that wouldn't cost quite as much as the original, which we thought was going to be PG-13. We worked on the sequel for a while. It was tricky to come up with where to take it. What I really liked about the first one was that it was a really personal story, so I thought it would be a mistake to get caught up in the supernatural gobbledygook. The idea of a personal story was really interesting, and that was the hard thing to come across. We've been talking about it recently. It's always stuck with us because we all love the movie, and especially realizing that there's a real cult following for this movie. It'd be fun to make. Keanu, Akiva, and I have actually talked about it. Unfortunately, I don't remember who has it, but with all these shared universes that exist now, with Constantine being part of Vertigo, which is part of DC, people have plans for these shared universes, possibly different Constantines and things like that. Right now, we don't have a character available to us for TV or movies, which is a bummer. We've all investigated it, but I think it's kind of crazy when you have Keanu, who would love to do another Constantine, and us wanting to do another Constantine, and people are like, no, we've got other plans. We'll see what happens. And the thing is Francis Lawrence isn't wrong when talking about it from this perspective. There is a massive, massive, massive situation involving who currently has the rights and who's currently doing what with Constantine. But he's right, though, about Keanu wanting to play the role again. In fact, a year prior to this, Keanu says that he always wanted to go back to play Constantine again. And with the success of the John Wick franchises and the success of Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music, Keanu is having what we would call a Keanu-sance, especially if you're looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077 in the coming weeks. So a Keanu-sance is a big issue. It's a big thing. People want it. Well, according to the direct.com, and this was just a couple days before that Francis Lawrence interview, which I find to be interesting, they broke a story saying Constantine movie in development at Warner Brothers, saying that according to a reliable source with industry knowledge, a live-action Constantine movie is in development at Warner Brothers, with Bad Robot serving as a production company and J.J. Abrams attached as a producer. The film will have a similar feel and tone to Bad Robot's other current upcoming projects, which include the Justice League Dark HBO Max show, as well as a Santana movie. It is currently unknown if this will be a soft reboot with Keanu reprising the titular role, or if this will be a complete reboot with a new actor playing the character. They did update it by saying Warner's is also reportedly developing a series based around the Constantine character for HBO Max, in addition to their Constantine movie, and details are being kept under wraps. So what does it even mean? It just means that there's a lot of talk about Constantine. There's a lot of talk about where to find Constantine right now, that there's interest. Is it Keanu? We don't know. Is it Matt Ryan? We don't know. But what we're finding out today, and this is blowing up all over the internet, which is why I did this video, Screen Rant is reporting, amongst other outlets, that Keanu Reeves' Constantine 2 is happening, says Star. That Constantine 2, a follow-up to the 2005 film starring Keanu Reeves, is in the work, according to Peter Stormare, who played Lucifer in the movie. And if you saw Keanu, or if you saw Constantine, we all agree that, quite frankly, this quote here, in Constantine, Peter Stormare plays one of the best versions of Satan in film history. I'm going to go as far as to say the best version of Satan in film history, 100%. Even outside of Tim Curry and Legend, that's all I'm saying. But Peter Stormare, who posted this 6 hours ago from the time of me recording this video, says sequel in the works. That's it. Now, we've been hearing all of this rumbling. We've been seeing all of this behind the scenes rumbling around the character of Constantine. I don't think they would bring in Peter Stormare without it being Keanu Reeves. The two had good chemistry in the 2005 movie. We know Keanu wants to come back, and we know he is very, very, very popular right now, and that's a big issue. So when you think about the concept of whether or not we're going to be able to get another Constantine movie, it does feel, and I'm being honest here, it does actually feel like we are closer than ever before. That maybe it will take a couple years, because right now Keanu's got to finish up filming John Wick Chapter 3. I'm sorry, The Matrix 4, John Wick 4, and John Wick 5. He's shooting all of those movies basically back to back. But by the time that they get done shooting those three films, and we get through this whole pandemic situation, it is almost entirely possible that they'll be ready to go for Constantine 2, for whether it's going to be an HBO Max movie, an HBO Max series, who knows? If Keanu wants to come back, they would be stupid to not bring him back, especially looking at where things are right now. With J.J. Abrams in charge, I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's a lot of concern about that, looking at Star Trek and Star Wars and how those movies and those franchises have ended up. So anything could be happening right now, but this is what we know. And as always, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. So let me know down in the comment section. Please leave the video a like. Please subscribe if you are new. And if you want to see more of these types of videos, please let me know. I enjoy data mining, putting all the info together, and keeping you guys in the know for what's going on with these movies. So let me know then. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. Please join the Facebook group. Also, link for that, it's in the video description. It's the best way to keep up with me if you want to know what my thoughts are for what's going on in Hollywood. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a great day. Thank you again for watching, and peace the hell out.